now we can enter. Can the boy, our friend, enter? Get shot on sight or something. Let's put this one in the hand, see if we find anything funny, anything of use. Can't enter. Wonder if these guys have good trading stuff. Let's see if we can steal anything. Seems like we can. We must loot everything they have so they are less equipped. Yes. No. Oh yes. Ammo is always welcome. Who's this guy? You see a short, nimble guy who keeps watch in front of the undistinguished war. Blah blah blah. Alright, be well, sister. I can ask you some questions. Heard any rumors? You want some rumors, eh? Well, there is talk that our favorite little hamlet Otrenoya was visited by some really strange dude recently. He was buff like some of the boys here in the camp, and he had this weird manner of talking, like he was from the army or something. Not to mention that he used some scientific terms and told stories about Georgia. A real piece of work, I tell you. He drank half of the vodka in the tavern and even tried putting the moves on the local broad. It goes without saying that he failed miserably since the gal is colder than the Siberian winter. And good for her. The dude obviously has a history behind him. It would be great to interrogate him. Such cell warriors usually mean bad news. Okay. Barter. I can take that from you. I need we'll give one of these. Trade. We got a bit ammo and he got nothing. Okay, wait. Do I have a reason to talk to you? I don't think so. Get out, little piggy. Look him straight in the eyes. A friend of your interlocutor clearly wants to say something, but he only casts a quick glance at him and he quickly ceases. The man again turns to you and looks into your eyes. He doesn't look away and doesn't even blink. An ominous smirk gradually disintegrates on his face. At last he interrupts the prolonged silence. Well, and what are you staring at? You want to kick my ass or maybe to confess your undying love to me? And if you are thinking about the first, I should warn you in advance. I'm not a chivalrous knight. Hitting a woman is nothing to me. You didn't look away. Well done. Wow, you'll even give me praise. Well, thanks. What would I do without your approval? Is that all you wanted to tell me? If so, yes. If yes, then go away, little piggy. Okay, turn away. Look at both now. Fucking prankster. You turn your back and clearly feel the man's burning gaze at you. He stays silent. It's obvious that at this stage the incident is exhausted. Okay, we can't get in there. I don't want to steal anything with these bandits looking here. So Dan is probably the boss, and where would the boss be? Is this the boss? Before you stands an old man with a scruffy beard. His unhappy gaze as one of the moonlight lying in the bed. Looking at a yellow bandage in his chest. Good day, I hope I'm interrupting. I see you're not in the mood. The man looks at you with sorrow in his eyes. You're not disturbing, don't worry, it's all good. These jackals put a hole in my old friend Leonka. Assholes. I am now looking after him. The fever is gone. He isn't aggressive anymore. So we can talk now. You did want to ask something, or did you just want to come by? Someone knifed your pal over there? Yup, some of the freaks wandering in the backwoods did this to him. One thing is that we got them all in the end. I see. Care to answer some questions? Tell me some rumors. I saw many ruffians in my time. I even acted like one many years ago. Lots of folks went to heaven because of what I did to them. But those 3 brothers that wanted to join us just a few months ago, damn, they were complete savages. More than any bandit I ever met. Even the young one was completely crazy. Dan sent him on a test mission. They didn't return from it though, so maybe he won't have crazy people like that lot joining our ranks after all. Anything's possible. Well, bye. Where's this Dan guy? Is this Dan guy? Are you Dan? Before you stands a slim, busy-looking man. He watches you silently. Apparently he doesn't want to start any conversation. Hello, may I ask you some questions? Hello, go ahead. Tell me some rumors. Nothing to tell. I don't trust rumors. Are you Dan? Something big like text. Tell me some rumors. I was quite the rumor monger some time ago, but 10 years ago to be precise. I was literally obsessed with the hearsay on a particular topic. I asked everyone about, but nobody could tell me any rumors about it, because it concerned a place that was considered far away even before the war, and now considered unreachable. But one day, me and the boys, we got ourselves a merchant from distant lands. He had a portable safe traveling with him, and he didn't want to open it, so the boys sent me to help him remember the combination. But when I got to him, I started asking him about the thing instead. Tell me, I said, is there still a city called Trötsjunevre near Shebrabransk? Did it survive the war? Is it safe? That merchant said nothing at first. I asked him again, like I did the thousands of others, but he wasn't like them, because he finally gave me an answer, after whimpering and crying for a bit. What did he say? There is no more Trötsjunevre, he said. The city only lives in the local legends. I traveled near the place it once occupied with the Guangzhou caravan, and didn't even see a single building left. It's barren plain now. It's a place of ashes and sun-bleached rocks. That's how he answered, you know. I should have felt happy about it. Finally, my rumor hunt was over, but instead of getting all sentimental, I strangled him and sank his fucking lockbox in the ditch. Because Trötsjunevre was my city of birth. Yup, left my mama there. Left without saying goodbye. Deep in my heart, I always knew the city was probably destroyed in the war. I felt that mom never survived. How could she? Yeah, I guess I always knew that I'd never see her again. But this doubt kept perhaps a foolish hope alive. But this asshole has described it so. He said it sharply and bluntly. I can still see the ash before my eyes, even though I never seen it myself. My home, my mother, Jurka, my older brother, and everyone, whom I dreamed of seeing, however briefly, before I die, all gone with that ash. That's why I will say this. Don't ask for hearsay. Sometimes it's better not to know. What a story. Can I ask you something else? Do you have anything to barter? Shotgun shells. Nah. Thank you. I changed my mind. So where's this Dan guy? Ah, this is Dan guy, probably. That's Dan. Oh god, he even looks like a Dan, like a bad guy. Before you stand a tall man in dusty suit with a leather holster in his hip. He looks nothing like the rest of the men out there in the abandoned factory. He stands straight, his hair is combed, his eyes radiate intelligence. On seeing you, he fixes his tie and says in a calm, measured tone, I'm listening. Aren't you Denis Denisovich? Exactly him. And you are? But give me your real name, not your alias. Denisovich pets his large mustache and looks you straight in the eye. You start feeling uncomfortable. He almost peers straight into your soul with a cold gaze. So this is why you shouldn't give your real name. Because we've been giving our real name to people we met. So, do we try with our real name, Hurit? The leader nods and takes a small notebook from his jacket pocket to write down your name with a pencil. He hides the notebook and looks at you, obviously expecting you to continue the conversation. I am here because Kosoi sent me. He said I could ask you about the job. Oh, I see. So why did Kosoi decide to give the right for us? Because we only draft a certain kind of people. It's no place for an ordinary girl. Wait a minute. I had a thief's passport. Damn, so you're one of those. Well, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So you're looking for a job. That's right. Can you help me with that? Should we put you on the cleaner duty? Just kidding. The boss clicks his tongue. I have just a job for you. A test assignment, to be exact. Look, now go to the main production facility. We set up a barrack there. In the production facility, look for a locked door. There are 2 men in front of it. Talk to the big man. He'll tell you what to do next. Okay. Nod silently. You don't talk much, do you? Good on you. Go on, chop chop. Come back when it's done. Let's talk about the future. Nod and leave. Let's see what he has in the inventory. The shit. Cologne. Oh, it smells good. See, this guy has epic weapons. I was hoping we could barter. Well, then I'll go. Doesn't look like we can do much in this city. In this place. So, where did we have to go now? We had to go to factory. Speak factory. Wait, what? Go to the main production factory. Is that here maybe? Is it up here? No. The gang leader Dan told me to speak to Shishak. He will give my test assignment. Maybe it's somewhere here. Could these guys be Shishak? This guy maybe. May I ask you a question? How's life? No. I'm trying to find this Shishak. Could this be him? The bad guy, the asshole here. Are you by chance Shishak? You again. What do you want this time, little piggy? Dan made you do some quality test control. Kinda. Told me to talk to Shishak. Ah, these two guys. Okay, now I get it. I'm not a champ. I'm looking for some real job. The man spits and looks at you with a cold stare. At last he shakes his shoulder and takes a bunch of keys. He reluctantly begins to sort them out. Who cares? Well, I guess you won the lottery today. I'm Shishak and now I'll give you a little test. Wait patiently. Shishak starts whistling to himself. He is checking the keys for the second round and has absolutely no plans to somehow accelerate this process. We need to unlock this door, little piggy, and as you can see, there's a whole ocean of keys on this ring. A good portion of them do not open anything at all in the camp. Just been there when I found it. I never get around to sort them out. Hope you understand. Wait patiently. Shishak yawns and lazily crunches his neck. He then proceeds to search for the right key. He does not hurry, periodically throwing off some meaningless phrases to a man that stands next to him. He is obviously taking his time. What is the correct one? I can't seem to remember. Heck, excuse me, little piggle. It's a bit awkward, really. Yeah, real awkward. Nod silently. Time flows. It feels like Shishak already forgot about the right key, about you and everything in the world. He deliberately, slowly and thoughtfully draws his finger along the bunch, stretches and only occasionally raises his eyes at you to slightly grin. Finally, he snaps his finger and takes out the unremarkably brass key. Oh, here it is. Well, you see how fast I am. No need for nagging, girl. Finally. I guess we need to torture this guy or execute him, maybe. Okay. We need to wait here, or... Looky here, little piggy. We keep our guest in this room. He swiftly squats in front of the prisoner, making him instinctively recoil at the opposite direction and shrunk even more than before that. Shishak then starts rhythmically clapping his hands near the prisoner's head. The prisoner winces with every clap. He was a little tense. His silence made no sense. I saw the little piece of crap and put him in a body bag. Ha! Why are you so antsy? Stop shivering. Look me in the eyes, you stupid fuck. The prisoner blinks in fear, carefully raises his watery eyes on Shishak. The bandit clicks his tongue and dabs his large fist to the prisoner's face. The prisoner shuts his eyes, but Shishak only grins and dusts off his pants. He looks at you and spreads his hands. He's a nervous fellow, and a bit taciturn. But maybe it's because of the gag. Haha. Funny, what do I need to do? Looky here, your job is easy peasy. Shishak reaches into his bosom and gets a polished TT gun. He hands it to you. Grip forward. Continue. Here's the gun. It has one bullet. Here's the mutton head. The rest is up to you. I give you a full carte blanche. You may kill him right away or execute him excruciate him first. Do as you want. I don't really care since he keeps harping on the same string. I have no money. I'm not a millionaire. Only the grave can fix him. Or some vigorous beatings on important organs. The bound prisoner begins to shudder. He mumbles something with a gag still in his mouth. He looks at you with a mixed expression, with hope and fear at the same time, but some more with fear. Shishak walks a couple of steps and begins to watch with interest. The second thug joins him. Aim at the prisoner. You raise your hand at the prisoner. The bounded man begins to quietly whimper and slowly creeps away from you. You can read pleading and fear in his deer-like gaze, which is fixated on the muzzle of the gun. Lower the gun. Hit the prisoner with the pistol grip. You swing and hit the bounded prisoner with the pistol grip. The man silently shrinks and indistinctively hides his head in his shoulders. Shishak grins and winks at his companion. Look at this gal. Heh, this woman who enjoys what she's doing. Hit the prisoner with the pistol grip. You hit the prisoner and he starts shaking his head to side, showing his hurt and somewhat naive attempt to make you stop. Shishak loudly coughs in the far corner and yawns into a fist. I'll hit him again. You swing and hit the prisoner again. He silently takes a blow, but in the next second begins to cry and crawl from the rear reach. It's obvious that he has been beaten before, so his nervous system is starting to crack from all of this. Shishak takes the TT from your hand, frowns and bows, a hysterical man. Stop screaming, monkey mouth. Paw on you. Okay, chill, little piggy. This lucky bastard can still come in handy. I feel that he didn't tell us everything, but you also demonstrated yourself from an interesting angle. Kicked his sorry ass like there's no tomorrow. Snur, kom zumir. The man calls his friend and whispers something in his ear. Then he slaps him on the back and Shender darts off and runs out of the room. Now let's go. Now go. Let's see what Dan will say about all of this. You have some interesting tests here. See ya. Okay. We got 53x for that interrogation. I didn't want to shoot him because I expected him to maybe know something in the future. And maybe if we kill this whole bandit area, we might save that guy. And he might tell us where the money is. I can't talk to Dan apparently. Now I understand what kind of person she is. Are we gonna have to fight everybody? Whispers, whispers. That's too much information. Move along. Gun in hand. Let's talk to Dan. You see a man does the shoot, whatever. Well, what's brought you here? I've done your test, Mr. Dan. Dan nods, extricates a notebook from his inner pocket and consults his mysterious notes. Then he hides it back in the depths of his jacket and looks at you. We both know that already. You're a curious case. Why is that? You didn't strike me as a woman who would easily beat a tied-up person, but it's not that actual fact, but your motivation that intrigues me. Tell me more. Truth be told, these are the choices. Truth be told, I didn't want to kill him, but I didn't want to make it to look weak either. I still think it's possible to beat the information out of him. I just was in a very bad mood. Why not bash his brain in? If he's held captive, it's his own fault. I thought beating up the captive was the optimum alternative. This way I could eat my cake and have it. I'm gonna go with 2. I still think it's possible to beat the information out of him. Do you? Well, I doubt it. I think this useless jerk just drank too much and said too much, and now he's paying for this. Still, I like your rational approach. Well, if you're not just trying to make a good impression on me. Continue listening in silence. Okay, I had a different task in store for you, but seeing as you have such a sober mind, there'll be something else for you to do. It requires using your brain for a change. Ooh. Tell me the details. So I've had a visit recently. 3 brothers came to me asking for a job, like a fairy tale. The eldest was smart, the middle one was neither smart nor stupid, and the youngest was slow and as a snail. All 3 were rather unpleasant, but nothing too horrible. An average level of post-apocalyptic cruelty. I wanted to test them. You see, there's a little farm under our protection, not too far from here. Its resident got too carefree, so I sent these brothers to levy the tribute they owed me. The problem is, quite a lot of time has passed since, and I haven't heard from them. I want you to find out what happened to the three brothers. Understood. Where should I start? For starters, I'd visit the farm where they were heading to, ask the farmers what they know and whether they've seen the brothers at all. Give me your map, I'll show you where it is. You hand the map to Dan. There's the place. Have you got your task? You have. Now go. Okay, thank you. I'm off. I don't want to start arguing about pay when it's the first mission. Okay, so now we need to go. The gang leader Dan asked me to find out the fate of the three brothers that he sent to a certain hamlet called the Maiden Spring Farm. The question is, how do I approach the farmers about it? Okay, yeah. Sounds like a reasonable question. Let's go there then. Run, boy, girl, lady, woman. Don't judge me.